Pearls of Wisdom. Music When Soft Voices Die by Percy Shelley. Music when soft voices die vibrates in the memory. Odors when sweet violets sicken live within the sense they quicken. Rose leaves when the rose is dead are heaped for the beloved's bed. And so thy thoughts when thou art gone, love itself shall slumber on.
Hello, dear students. Hope you are doing fine and are in good spirits. I am Shazia Jabeen, lecturer in English at Government College for Women. So today we learn about the poem "Music When Soft Voices Die," written by Percy Shelley. So at first, I would like to introduce the poet before you. Shelley, actually, he was an idealist and a dreamer. He existed in the world of ideas, which seems to him more practicable and real than the real world. Shelley was a magnificent poet, dramatist, essayist, novelist, and a great English romantic poet, whose poetry reflects passion, beauty, imagination, love, creativity, political liberty, and nature. He believed in hope, love, joy, and imagination. Students, Shelley strongly advocated the realization of human happiness. Actually, he focused upon the fundamental importance of the imagination and the fundamental importance of the realization of happiness, which is very important thing. Dear student, we oftenly hear from people when they say that we are practical and we do not believe in imagination. I mean, imagination, reality, or imagination, these are all aspects of nature. I mean, you can't shun it if you cannot own it. I mean, if you cannot own it, you cannot reject it. You have to consider it because these are the aspects of nature and you can't reject the aspects of nature because everything works here. As you know, that everything is created and existed in pair. So in order to make life balanced, in order to make life better, you have to go through the picture of the both side of the coin. You have to go through it to examine it, to see the better perception of life. As there is a separation, there is a connection. There is a life, there is a death. Real or ideal. There is a darkness, there is a brightness. Mortal or immortal. Joy and melancholy. There is a dream, there is a reality. So these are the different aspects of nature and we have to accept it, to examine the world, to examine the life. And the great Shelley accepted it and owned it wholeheartedly to see the wonderful perception of life. And as a revolutionary poet, he was a rebel. Rebel actually कहते हैं revolutionary को, insurgent को. A person who rises in opposition against established government. So he was a rebel and who desired for a social change, who desired for a social renaissance, who desired for innovation, for transformation and defamiliarization. Defamiliarization actually it is an artistic technique of presenting to audience common things in an unfamiliar or strange way so they could gain a new perspective of life and see the world differently. Now come to the poem. Music When Soft Voices Die is very famous for its lyrical qualities. It contains a beauty of music and beauty of content. Music of When Soft Voices Die, actually Shelley wrote it in reference to the thought of losing someone whom he cared about a lot, whom he loved a lot actually, or the permanence of memory. As our mind is a storehouse of the memory we experience, of the things we experience in our daily life. So before going through the poem and going through the lines and the stanzas, let me tell you one thing more, that the poem Music When Soft Voices Die first appeared in posthumous poem Posthumous कहते हैं postmortem or after death. So when it is a posthumous poem, it means that K, it was published after the death of the author. It is composed of two stanzas containing two couplets each. The theme of is the poem. The theme of the poem is the endurance of memories of events and of sensation. In this short lyric, Shelley expresses his views about beauty, love, and separation. So, dear students, when he talks about beauty, he talks about the immortality of the beauty. He talks about immortal beauty, which lasts forever, never dies. When he talks about love, he talks about pure love. He talks about platonic love and not the cupboard love. He talks about the spiritual love and not the physical love. So he expresses his views about beauty, love, and separation. He is of the view that beauty is immortal and love is unchangeable. It doesn't change with the passage of time and with the change of circumstances. True love doesn't die. Separation doesn't kill true love. So, students, I want you to open your book and look at the lines of the first stanza. When writer says that music, when soft voices die, vibrates in the memory odors. When the sweet violets sicken, live within the sense they quicken. Shelley is of the view that when sweet voices fade away, when they wither away, when the sweet voices, it has ceased to be played, they echo in our memory. They always echo in our memory. They always appeal our mind and heart. Beautiful songs are enchanting and unforgettable and immortal. Similarly, when the sweet smelling lovely flowers of violets wither away, their pleasant fragrance can still be enjoyed in the memory of our mind. And our mind is refreshed when we remember them, whenever we recall them. Whenever we recall the sweet fragrance of the flowers, the sweet music, we always, refresh our mind. In other words, poets wants to say, if a thing loses its physical beauty, it can be revived in the imagination actually. Shelley focused on the fundamental importance of imagination. He believes in the platonic love, which shun formalities, fulfillment. It is a desire that always remains unsatisfied. So in love, Shelley must find something ideal, something ever to look forward to, something ever to aspire after, something ever to desire after, something ever to launch for. So this is the explanation of the first stanza. Now look at the second stanza. Writer says, rose leaves when the rose is dead are heaped for the beloved's bed, and so thy thoughts when thou art gone. Love itself shall slumber on. Slumber on कहते हैं sleep upon. So in the second stanza, Shelley says that rose petals, when the rose petals are wither away, they don't become useless or unimportant. They retain their sweet smell even after withering away. That's why they are used for decorating the beloved's bed. Well, the poet's beloved has been separated from him. She is not with him physically, but her thoughts are with him. Her memories are with him. His love will sleep on her thoughts. She is spiritually with him. He is not alone, as in his imagination he finds his beloved very close to him. Separation has sharpened his love. Separation has intensified his love. And her sweet thoughts always comfort and soothes him. His love is passionate and profound and never changes because true love transcends all barriers and obstacles. Dear students, Shelley is of the view that absence sharpens love, distance intensifies love, and imagination brings the beloved so close, and the two separated souls are united spiritually. So, on the whole, this short lyrical beauty is very appealing and has been set to music by so many times and by so many singers. So at the end, I want you to listen the vocal lyrics of this poem. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.